Hey, what's going on, everybody? Quick video. So I'm in the middle of doing a PowerPoint presentation right now, and I actually started building the slide, and I was breaking down, an avatar, and I noticed that a lot of people, let's see, I don't know if it started yet. Yeah, okay, so I'm live. So I noticed a lot of people are confused when it comes to avatar, and I'm going to kind of briefly give you a quick way to pinpoint who your avatar is and basically the process that you want to go through and the process that I went through with all of my businesses, including Social Prospector Pro. Okay, good. So I see we're live. All right. So the first thing is I'm gonna just tell you an example. When I created Social Prospector Pro, my first thought was, who do I want to serve? So, in other words, what would my perfect customer be? Because in prior businesses, I would have like support nightmares. You know what I mean? I would have people that were non-techie, people that wanted freebies. They wanted something for nothing, because I was targeting in a broad way, right? So I kind of had to sit down for like a day or two and think, okay, who is my dream customer? Who do I feel like dealing with day in and day out? And I came to the conclusion that I wanted to target biz operas, so people who are in the business opportunity niche, right? And so once I figured that out, I said, okay, simple. I'm going to target biz operas. I know how to do that. What is the result that I now want to give them? That was the next question. So some of you are already in companies or programs or businesses where you're not creating it from scratch, and it still works the same way. So you can ask yourself, who do I serve, or who does my company serve, or who does this product that I'm a affiliate for serve, and what result does it give them? Instead of what result do I want to, or who do I want to, you think, okay, who is this already serving, and what is the main result that we're giving these people? And so once you answer those questions, the next one is, where are these people hanging out? Or should I say, who is already serving these people and where are they serving these people? So I'm going to give you an example. And like I said, I'm going to try to keep this short. Hey, Aunt, Roosevelt, Dylan, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. So once you answer those three questions, who do I want to serve? What result do I want to give them? And where are they hanging out, or who's already serving them? Then it's easy to pinpoint, right? So I'm going to give you a prime example. Right now, I'm working on another software. It's kind of on the back burner, but it's for funnel hackers. So people who are familiar with the whole funnel hacking concept, building out funnels, spying on your competition's funnels, seeing what the upsells, downsells are, right? So I have to then think, okay, now these are the people that I want to serve. What result do I want to give them? So the software is going to allow people to funnel hack or spy on their competition's funnel without pulling out their credit card. So if you guys know Russell Brunson, if you're familiar with ClickFunnels, the .com Secret series, one of his favorite things to say is, okay, now you got to do what every great marketer does. You have to pull out your credit card and you have to buy every single product that they have in order to see the inside of your competitor's sales funnel. Now, what my product is going to do is let you keep your credit card in your pocket and allow you to siphon all of these different pages that are in a sales funnel, and you can literally have a list of all of their pages, upsells, downsells, webinar pages, everything. You literally have access to their entire funnel without spending a dime, right? So that's the result that I want to give that crowd. Then I have to think, okay, who's already serving those people and where are they hanging out? And that's pretty simple as well. Let me try to share my screen. Oh, I can't share my screen for some reason. So I try to use Ecamm Live, the software that I always use, but for some reason it wasn't working. So I just went live inside of Facebook. I'm not sure how to share my screen, but I'm just going to tell you, for example. All right, so I just told you one guy, Russell Brunson. He has a series, .com Secrets, Expert Secrets. He has tons and tons of products to serve that market, people who are interested in creating funnels and knowing how to optimize the funnel, knowing how to spy on their competitors. He already built that audience. He cultivated that culture. He indoctrinated them with the training that they need. So I don't have to oversell. I don't have to convince people that funnels are the way to go. I don't have to convince people that you should funnel hack. I don't have to convince people that anything that falls within that. I don't have to convince, I don't have to sell too hard if I target the crowd that he already put together. So how can I target that crowd? Like I said, I can't share my screen, but if you go to the ClickFunnels Facebook group, he has a group of 250,000 people inside of that group. But the great thing is, and here is the main point that I want to make in this video. The great thing is, in order to be in that group, you must be a member of ClickFunnels. So either a past member, current member, whatever, it doesn't matter. Once you're in there, you can cancel your trial, whatever. But in order to get in there, they qualify you. You have to be a member of ClickFunnels. Why is that a great thing? The thing is, you want to make sure that when you target these people, is based off of customer, not curiosity. You want to target customers, not people who are just curious. And so like people who run Facebook ads, it's the same concept. A lot of people, they target people based off of interest they've shown. So people who have liked ClickFunnels Facebook fan page. Now, just because someone has liked their fan page doesn't necessarily mean that they've bought a single thing, that they've looked at a single piece of training or content that Russell's put out there. It doesn't mean that they've bought in to the system. What I want to do is I want to target the customer base. So by me joining the ClickFunnels group, I now have access to 250,000 people that I can friend request. I can have conversations, so on and so forth. And I've given an example prior to this. Thanks, Dylan. I've given an example prior to this. In the past, I sell solo ad traffic as well. And so the main strategy that I would do was I would pinpoint these different programs that already had buyers of solo ad traffic. So one of the groups that I would target was My Lead System Pro. Now, for any of you who have heard of or have been inside of My Lead System Pro, I know Devon, you're currently in there. They have tens of thousands of members as well. But in order for you to get inside of that group, you have to be a paid member. So what I did was I pulled out my card. I paid $50 for 1 month. They had a ton of great training. So, I benefited that way as well. But at the end of the month, I just canceled. And by then I was already accepted in the group. And now, I have free range. I have access to every single member inside of that group. So, okay, I see Arthur, you're inside the My Lead System Pro group, or yeah, a lot of these groups you guys have heard of already, but I want to kind of change your perception. I want to change how you look at these groups, because the main thing is you want to tap into a database that has already been built by your competitor. So for those of you who are a Social Prospector Pro member, one of the first things that I did was I made a list of people who are already serving people who needed leads, people who needed to automate tasks on Facebook, people who are, trying to get lead generation going on Facebook. I already knew who my main competitors were, or indirect competitors. I already had a big list. So what I did was I joined in Facebook groups. I liked the pages. And what I did was I targeted that customer base. I targeted that audience that they spent so much time, money, and effort cultivating. And then it made my job so much easier, because someone would then say, I'm looking out the window. My wife's in the back playing with my son. So someone would then say, hey, I have this current product, but yours does 5 times more. So they'll jump ship. So, like I said, whatever your product, your service, your program is, there is a market for it. And there are people that are currently out there right now that are serving those people, that are giving them similar results. Especially if your thing is better, it's easy if you just target their buyers. And the way that you pinpoint buyers are joining these groups and plugging into these different membership areas where people have to spend money in order to be a part of it. Okay. So like I said, I wanted to make it quick and simple. I wish that I could share my screen. It would have been a lot more effective. But here's another example. What's this guy's name? Dana Derricks. So he created a book called the Dream 100 book. And for those of you who are funnel hackers or a part of the ClickFunnels community, you've heard of the Dream 100. Russell lives by it. He always talks about the Dream 100. Now, I know multiple things. If I join this group, I know multiple things. I know that people have already been indoctrinated with the teachings of Russell Brunson. So they're familiar with funnel building. They're familiar with traffic, lead generation, funnel hacking, pulling out their card so they're not scared to spend money. And they subscribed to this and they spent money on this, which means that they are a buyer lead for myself. All I got to do is buy this book. I get access to his group because I'm a customer. He asks, what was the email address that you use in your purchase? So once I supply that, he sees, oh, Rodney was a customer. He lets me in, and now I have free range inside of that group. Let me see how big his group is. So he has just 3,000 people, but those are 3,000 people that spent at least, I think I spent like $25 or $30 on this. So these people have already been qualified. You're no longer just putting your message out there with just anybody and, wondering why your conversion rate is so low or why people are not really engaging. These are 3,000 of the highest quality prospects for you. And all you had to do was spend $25 to get inside of that buyer group. So I want you to think about it. It's cool to just join groups that are in your niche, and that your competitors have. But the better groups to join are buyer groups that you had to spend money. You had to buy that product because it qualifies them and it separates them from just another regular prospect. OK, like I said, I might do another video where I share my screen. I wish that I could have shared it this time. But let me know, guys who are on right now. So I think it's only a handful of you on right now. Do you get the concept that I'm trying to explain? And also, do you have any questions? So let's see. Okay, yes, MLSP, facts. So give me an example. Dylan, what are you selling? Arthur, what are you selling? Ant, what are you selling? Roosevelt, what are you selling? I'm gonna just give a couple of seconds. I don't want it to go too long. What's your main product? And one of the main reasons I wanted to kind of break this down, because I had a question. I'm just now getting free time, right? I've been all over the place and doing a lot to grow this business. But I had a question like 2 or 3 weeks ago. A guy said, how do I target millionaires who are looking to become billionaires? And my question to him was, who's already serving that audience, aka who is your competitor? So once you know the result you want to get, all you got to do is find who's already working on serving these people to give them that same result. And then you go straight after their competitors. And all you have to do is be better. You have, 1 or 2 extra features that person doesn't have. You provide better customer support. And these people would jump over and join your program. So Arthur says, yes, it's similar to what some people do to get close to influencers. They buy their products and become a success story with their product. Exactly. And that's how you get on that radar. Okay, Eric says messenger marketing. What result do you want to get? Do you want to give people with messenger marketing, Eric? I'm just trying to connect the whole Facebook family together so that we all ball and make money. Okay, I understand that, but get more specific. So what's ball and make money? What's that end result? You got to be specific in order to be able to target. Because think about this. The more specific you can get, the more laser targeted you can be. And the more targeted you can be, the more you can suck at selling. I mean, seriously, like when people say some things sell itself, I don't often believe that. But if you're laser targeting with your traffic, you don't have to be over the top and high energy. I'm a laid back guy. I don't have to be high energy because I know what my target market wants and they need, and I know how to give it to them. So all I got to do is be that connect, that plug. I just got to be that guy that they can count on. Like, he understands us. He's going to give us exactly what they need. Okay. So Eric, to make more money. Okay. So messenger marketing to make more money. Okay. But what is that? How does that correlate with messenger marketing? Let me see. So basically, you're pinpointing people that are doing like chat bots, like mini chat and chat fuel and stuff like that, right? So if that's the case, target those groups. Target groups of mini chat members, of chat fuel members. Learn all of the different companies out there that are assisting people with messenger marketing. So once you get inside of those groups, fill up your friends list with 5,000 people who use chatbots. So every single time you post, you cannot lose. As long as your product is worth anything, every single time you post, you're going to get eyes on it, you're going to get clicks, and you're going to get leads, you're going to get sales. Okay, leads are great, money is great. Just want to help those who don't get it. Okay, I'm over the top and high energy because I love to be. Okay, got you. Appreciate that feedback, Chris and Dylan. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But just to recap, remember, curious versus customer. It's one thing for someone to just be curious about messenger bots or just be curious about social media marketing. And if that's the best that you can do as far as dialing it in and getting, laser focused on your prospect, then that's fine. You just gotta, I would say, make up for it with your sales process. Like I said, the more targeted you can get, the more leeway you have with, your selling. But if you can get right in there, like if you can join groups where people already spent money on something similar, but what you have is a lot better, I promise you it's so easy to make sales. I promise you. So curious versus customer, I'm going to leave you with that. I appreciate you guys hopping on and giving some feedback. I'm going to start doing more videos like this once I have some free time, of course. And I'm going to start getting some of you guys on the call. So maybe do like a hot seat to where you can open up your business, or, if you have any questions or anything like that, we can hop on and I can help kind of pinpoint and diagnose, some weak spots that you can work on. So be more pinpoint on the buyers is right. Hey, I just wanted to be able to simplify. Yeah, I'm on a call. Yeah, just give me a second. Yeah. All right, so I appreciate y'all. Got any comments, any questions or whatever, leave it below, and I'll see you guys later.